Hi everyone, welcome to the Thunder Profile. I'm Meghan Schrader. I'm a junior English and Communications major here at Trine, and today I'm here with senior captain Courtney Reece.
Hi Megan, how are you today?
Good, how are you, Courtney?
I'm doing all right.
So what we're going to be talking about today is just a little bit about the Trine women's soccer team. You are obviously, as we mentioned, a captain this year. So why don't you go ahead and just start us off with what sort of influenced you to come to Trine?
So I actually had a kind of weird experience. My sister's a year ahead of me, and she's actually in the doctorate physical therapy program now, but she played soccer here as well. We were recruited by the previous coach here, Coach Terry Stefankowitz. He actually saw me at a club game in high school, and I had never heard of Trine before, and so I was like, what is Trine? But he kept contacting me and my sister, calling our school, trying to get contact with us, and he got us here on a tour, and we absolutely both fell like completely in love with it. I love the small campus because my high school was small, and I really loved how small the campus was, but it had a big campus feel, and I really appreciated that. And he just sold us on so many points, and I wanted to play soccer here, and they had my majors, so that's what really got me here.
What kind of expectations did you have for the soccer program, and how did it sort of live up to those expectations over the years?
I honestly didn't really know what to expect when I came in here, or when I was first being recruited. After my sister's freshman year, I had kind of a better idea of where I would stand when I came in. I knew I would compete for a spot right away, but I honestly didn't know much about my recruiting class, who I was going up against. So my expectations were just really just to work as hard as I can and compete for a starting spot, because I love playing the whole 90 minutes of a game. And starting off my freshman year, Coach Terry had a lot of faith in me. He started me every game, and I played a lot. And so ever since then, I've kind of lived up to the expectations I've had, and just have always kept working hard and trying my best to do what I can for the team to help them succeed.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, as a captain, you have a certain responsibility to team morale and making sure that you guys can sort of coordinate and work together. What kind of team building activities do you guys have off the field that sort of ensures that you are successful on the field?
So we have a couple of team bonding activities that we really like to do. Last year when Coach Gary Boughton came in, he started this new game where we'd split up into two teams, and we'd all sit on the opposite side of a room, and he'd hold up a sheet or a blanket in between us. Two girls would go up to the sheet, and he'd drop the sheet, and then whoever said the name, each other's name the fastest, that's who got a point or whatever. But it kind of helped us get the nerves out and really learn each other's names, because when we come in, it's like the first week, a lot of new faces, a lot of new names. So that's one that we really enjoyed and we really liked. And then we've always had a thing for lip sync battles, I feel like. So in homecoming my freshman year, the women's soccer team actually won the lip sync battle. And so ever since then, we've just kind of had fun with it, and we always like dancing and goofing around. So this year, one of the team bonding activities we did was we split up into 5 or 6 different teams, gave each other 10 minutes to make up a song or make up a dance to a song, and we performed it in front of each other, and then the coaches voted to see who would win. So it was really fun. It was just something to be goofy about and have fun and ease up.
That's awesome. It's really nice to see teams like that, really forming friendships with each other and being more of a family. I know we always say that, but definitely with the women's soccer team, I can see that you guys actually care about each other, and that's always nice to see. Each soccer team, or each team in general, has qualities that make them stand out from the others. What would you say the Trine women's soccer team has that other teams don't, that sort of makes us special?
So for us, I feel like since we are all just a bunch of goofy girls, we're a really welcoming group, and that allows us to be open to everyone, and anyone can really feel like they have a place in the team, and if they just want to be on part of a team, we're very welcoming and open to everyone here. And we all just one of our main things is that we just will drop anything and help a teammate out whenever, whether that's on the field or off the field, because because I know a lot of times where a roommate or a teammate is having a hard time, so we just got to drop everything and hear them out, talk to them, and make sure they're in the right head to like go to practice and then keep continuing on. And then on the field, I know like whenever a teammate needs help, you like double down and you just go as hard as you can for your teammates and really like do everything to help them succeed as you succeed as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really impressive, I think, especially from a group of young girls. So obviously soccer is a team sport and each of you are relying on one another when you're out there on the field. But the program is a bit more than that. How would you say the soccer program here at Trine sort of helps each woman become more successful and sort of expand themselves as an individual?
So one thing that we really do that I really enjoy is like with like going all out for each other and dropping everything and like doing anything for each other is like we're there to support each other, and whenever we're having a difficult day, we're there to talk it out and make sure everyone's okay, and we really want to support one another in everything in their life, like not just soccer. We need to support each other off the field and in their academic success and career success, whatever that leads to, and we just want to make them feel known and make them feel worthy, and that's really all how we support each other throughout, and it's on the field and off the field as well.
So obviously COVID-19 has affected all of our lives in a lot of different ways, and I'm sure the women's soccer program has not been immune to that. How would you say the soccer program has handled this bit of a speed bump? Has it been handled with grace? Have there been difficulties? You know, sort of give us a look into how you guys are handling that.
So obviously these conditions have not been ideal, and our practices have not been the most enjoyable because a lot of the times we have not been able to use the ball, so we just had to have our running shoes on and doing sprint work or long distance. So it's not ideal after especially training all summer and looking forward to just coming in and knocking the ball around, playing soccer with your teammates and friends. But I feel like we have persevered and we just keep moving forward. We have to roll with the punches, and every day we just don't know if we're going to get the next day, so we can't take anything for granted, and we have to just keep working forward and really doing the best we can and having fun, but also realizing that any day could be our last day, so you have to work as hard as you can because you don't know if you'll get the next day.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think there's anything that you've really learned from this experience, you know, as a student, as a captain?
Honestly, as my time is dwindling down with soccer, I have learned that it's definitely like not to take anything for granted. You have to work every day like it's your last day, and you cannot really just take a practice off and be like, oh, don't worry, I'll come out here the next day. Like at this time, during these hard times of our life right now, we don't know if there will be a next day because our season could be taken away from us, unfortunately, but we're taking all the precautions that we can, and it has taught us how to be more dedicated and really how to commit to the team and really focus on the most important thing right now, and that's being able to play soccer and having fun and going out there to compete. So we're doing everything in our power to take the precautions and have a season, because that's all we really want.
Yeah, absolutely, and we want to see you guys play, so we're ready. As a student athlete, what things do you value most about the program? What sort of qualities have resonated with you personally throughout the years?
So one of my main things I take away from being a part of the soccer team and soccer program is basically like kind of like professional skills, and that's time management and how to handle homework on top of soccer, because once you get to soccer, you want to be 110% there and focused on that. And even though it's hard sometimes with academics, you really have to be there at soccer 100% to really learn and grow on the field. And then once you're out of school or out of soccer, you have to be all time on school and really focusing that. And like time management skills has been one of like the most important things I have learned from being a part of a college sport, and I really perfected those time management skills once I got to Trine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So it would probably be pretty easy for you to say that the program has sort of helped you develop outside of the field or off the field. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So relationships are obviously super important, both on and off the field. What kind of relationships has this program and this team sort of helped you build?
So I'm always so thankful for Trine Soccer because I always say how it has brought me the best of friends, and a lot of them were in my sister's class who just graduated, so I'm really missing them this year, but they have brought me the best of friends, and ever since freshman year I've always been very tight with my roommate Logan Sagstetter. We just have the best of times. We're just so goofy together. We always want to do something in practice to lift up the spirits of others and try to get others to laugh and loosen up after a tough day of school or something like that. And really just the relationships that are made on the team can stay with you forever, and that's what I will cherish most from the Trine Women's Soccer program, is just all the relationships and people I can look back on and people I can come back and watch and cheer on in future generations. And it's always fun watching the younger classes coming in, and each of them have kind of like a unique thing to do right before practice, or just watching them build friendships and making so many fun memories with their friends. And so relationships are a very important and huge thing, part of soccer, and that helps with team chemistry as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I can definitely relate to missing the graduates, because my cousins, who are also on the soccer team, just graduated, and I miss them a lot, but I know they're out doing great things in the world, so.
Yes, they are.
I also just recently learned about your guys' core values on the team. Do you want to talk about those a little bit? Just sort of give us a brief overview about those and any other sort of value, character building things that you guys might have on the team?
So yeah, we do have the 4 core values for this team, and they are dedication, perseverance, commitment to excellence, and selflessness. Those are the main 4 core values that we focus on as a team.
And what would you say these 4 values mean to you, and how are they incorporated into your daily life, if they are?
So I feel like a lot of these are really self-explanatory, but they also really translate into our team and then life as it is. Once you come in, you've got to be committed to excellence. I mean, you want to succeed in the program, and that's all we want to do. So we have to be committed to excellence, and that's what you should be in life as well. You want to do your best you can and always go for that higher route and just commit to what you want and then fight for it and just keep going, and that's what we need to do as a team as well. So that's why it's one of our core values. And that kind of goes hand in hand with the dedication of it, because you have to be dedicated to the program to get out everything what you want out of it. So you put into it what you want out of it, and I think that comes a lot with the dedication you put in and all the hard work. And obviously it's a team sport, so you have to be selfless. We can't have selfish players at all. It just doesn't work with our vibe, and that's not how a team is. You have to be able to do everything you can for your teammate and make the better pass. If you have an okay shot, but someone up the field has a better shot, you better make that pass to be that selfless player and really give the team the best opportunity to succeed. And then perseverance, I think that just goes along with our story, because we never had the best record, but we always persevere. And with injuries, we've been so unfortunate with all the injuries we've had in these previous years, and that can really take out important players, which it has in the past. So we have to persevere. We have to figure out what we have to do in order to give us the best chance at being successful on the field. And I think that resonates with life perfectly, because you have to keep rolling with the punches, and you just have to keep persevering and to reach your end goal, and you have to just keep going and keep fighting for whatever you want.
Yeah, absolutely. I would totally agree. To sort of wrap this all up, what advice would you give to a potential incoming recruit, about Trine, about the soccer program?
So whenever I give like tours or anything, I always try to sell the campus because I love the campus and I think everyone here does. And but a lot I have to say to them is just have fun and work your butt off and just go as hard as you can at every practice and just have fun with it, but you also have to know like when to take things seriously and get the work done. But really, just to have fun, don't take anything for granted, and just work as hard as you can, and that's all you can really do, and that's all Coach can really ask for.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking with me today, Courtney. We look forward to hearing from you more in the future. And a huge thank you to all of our viewers out there. This has been the Thunder Profile with Senior Captain Courtney Reece of the women's soccer team. I'm Meghan Schrader. Have a great rest of your day.